What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are enjoying your 4th of July weekend. So, Kyle Richards from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and her husband of 27 years, Mauricio Umansky, have officially separated. They have been married since 1996. Okay. So they're separated after 27 years of marriage, People.com confirms. A source close to the pair tells People Kyle and Mauricio have been separated for a while now, but are still living under the same roof. They remain amicable as they figure out what's next for them and their family. So Richards, who's 54 years old, she met Umansky, who's 53 years old, at a nightclub in 1994. Side note, I didn't think that people like really got married after. Well, I guess people you meet people everywhere, but especially like in the 90s, I thought that it was really taboo to, you know, fall in love and marry someone you met at a nightclub. But anyway, I digress. At the time, Richards was divorced from her first husband. Oh wow. With whom she had her daughter, Farrah Brittany, who's 34 years old. So after getting engaged later that year, the couple tied the knot in January of 1996 and went on to welcome 3 daughters, Alexia, who's 27, Sophia, who's 23 years old, and Portia, who's 15 years old. In 2010, their family was officially introduced to the public when The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premiered on Bravo. As Kyle Richards became a mainstay on the reality show for the last 12 seasons, the pair frequently insisted to the fans that they were seeing their real relationship play out on the show. Quote, "We're the same, with or without the cameras. We're just super real, and we know each other, and we're real," Mauricio told People in March of 2013. "We don't have any secrets to hide. That's one thing we've talked about, the skeletons in the closet, and we can handle our worst skeletons." Okay, so that's, I don't know who would ever believe that because one, reality TV, especially the Beverly Hills show, from what I understand, is really scripted. And when I say scripted, I mean that, the girls get together beforehand and they kind of try to map out their drama. And I feel like we got our last um, real reality TV from Beverly Hills Housewives back when like Taylor and her husband, unfortunately, that was not a good or a healthy relationship. And, I feel bad in the way that he went out. But I feel like that was the last time that we saw, you know, um, real reality TV play out with Beverly Hills. And I mean, Beverly Hills, they have the money and the status to be very private, right? So, typically the more money that you have, the more private you are, right? They live in gated communities. They're very protected. A lot of things. I remember, this is just a side note, but I remember in my hometown, somehow someone, we don't even know who still to this day, rammed their car in the middle of the DMV, okay? And the next day, and I understand it was a government office, but it was like the next day, it was completely covered up. We never heard anything about it in the papers. And this was just in my hometown. I don't live in Beverly Hills, okay? But I live in Ohio. But I'm saying all that to say that typically, like with Kathy Hilton, right? Like she was trying to do damage control over what people were saying about her. Like their reputations are really protected. Their children are extremely protected. Their homes are, guarded with security, and their persons are guarded with security guards and bodyguards and, gated communities and so on and so forth. Like there's a lot of layers. I feel like the rich, especially in Beverly Hills, are very insulated. So for them to even allow cameras into their home, I feel was, of course, I don't think it's going to be completely honest and transparent because that's what Beverly Hills is, right? It's ritzy, it's glamour, it's the lifestyles of the rich and famous. But okay, I'll continue on with the article. Mauricio stood by Kyle Richards' side as the drama involving her family played out on screen, most notably during season 12. Quote, I have always been 100% supportive of her, no matter what she does, the real estate broker told E! News in November of 2022. If she wants to reconcile with her sister Kathy Hilton, I'm all for it. If she's not ready to reconcile and she needs to just keep it going for a little bit, I support her 1,000%. While marking their 25th anniversary in January 2021, Richards and Umansky appeared to be happier than ever. It means so much. And if it's something that we're both incredibly proud of, Richards told Bravo Insider that year. And for me, it's one of my biggest accomplishments. I mean, I think it's refreshing in this town to be married for 25 years. It's a really big deal. She laughs. And we're really proud to be good role models to our daughters. Now, I will agree with Kyle, right? Like, that's a huge milestone, especially when, there's constant cameras in your face. There's that rumor of the reality TV curse where a lot of people on reality TV shows tend to get divorced shortly after. So I will give it up to Kyle and Mauricio for being together for 25 years. That's a huge milestone, even outside of entertainment. He continues, yeah, I mean, this means a lot. To be quite honest, it feels easy and it doesn't feel like it's been that long. So it's been great and beautiful. And, I definitely intend to spend the rest of my life with her. So hopefully it'll be at least another 25 years, maybe another 50. The divorce news comes not long after Mauricio shut down rumors that his relationship was on the rocks after his wife was photographed without her wedding ring. We're not getting divorced, he says in early April. He was on Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge's podcast, Two Teas in a Pod. I mean, it's so dumb. That one stupid story that came out there, and then the girls all, decided to talk about it on the Housewives announced a storyline. He also told the host that viewers will see him and Kyle address the rumors directly in their upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, this is the article from people.com, but I've been hearing a lot in the blogs and, just keeping my ear to the social media streets that they are officially, separated and they're on their way to divorce. So, and that's unfortunate because like they said, they spent 25 years together and they were trying to be really good role models for their daughters. And I feel like even if they do decide to divorce, that doesn't mean that they're not being good role models for their daughters, because at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. And people grow apart. You're not going to be the same person, at 50 as you are at 25. People grow, you change, you mature, you are supposed to develop and evolve as human beings. So anyway, you guys drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the split between Kyle Richards and Mauricio. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will talk with you later. Take care, aces. Bye.